You're not going to believe what just happened in Texas, because it might be the most savage political move Republicans have pulled in decades. Some breaking news, guy, that has my day becoming very exciting, especially if you've had it with the Democrat machine. I mean, always rigging everything in their favor. Because ultra-left Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is losing her mind. And why? Well, because she's about to lose her seat in Congress. In this video, we get into how red states are quietly redrawing the battlefield right under the noses of the Democrats, and why the left is losing their minds over it. And it has to do with the fact that they screwed themselves from being able to do anything about it. From Texas to Florida, the GOP has found the perfect loophole, and the results could crush Democrat control for years to come. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Look, I know what you're thinking. This is just political drama. But hold on. What's happening under the radar here could change everything about 2026. All over red state America, Republicans are rolling out what may be the most brutal redistricting strategy in modern political history. And Democrats are panicking. I mean, why wouldn't they? You can see it in Texas, where things are getting a little bit heated, especially for Jasmine Crockett. Loud, angry, and unpopular, even by Washington standards. That's saying something. She completely melted down on live television. She said Republicans were cheating. She claimed they were trying to steal the 2026 midterms. But underneath all the screaming, she accidentally told the truth. She's terrified she's going to lose. The newly proposed Texas map doesn't just redraw some lines, guys. It literally removes her from her district. Yeah, she might not even live in the district she supposedly represents anymore. Now think about that. She built a political brand on screaming about injustice, and now she can't even find her name on the new map. Texas Republicans have a strong supermajority, dropped a brand new congressional map. This one flips 5 Democratic seats to Republican. 5. These districts used to send radical progressives to Washington. That's about to change, and there's nothing they can do about it. Now, they'll likely be sending America First conservatives instead. This is not a minor tweak, guys. It's a political nuke. Urban Democrat strongholds like Dallas, Houston, and Austin are getting torn apart. It's about time. Let's talk about Crockett's own turf. That's Texas District 30 in downtown Dallas. The changes there are so big that she had to rush to Austin to try to plead for her career. She told lawmakers that if this plan passes, her political future is gone. Just like that. Who cares? Now, here's the fun part. Everyone knows Republicans are going to approve the new map. It's a given. But once they realized it, will also remove one of the loudest squad members from Congress. The deal's as good as done. Think about it. This redistricting gives the GOP 5 new seats in Texas alone. And that's just the beginning. In Ohio, Republicans are on the verge of picking up 2 or 3 more seats. Right now, the state has 10 Republican seats and 5 Dems. With the new map, that could shift to 12-3. Think about that. Ohio is about to go really, really deep red. Florida's next. Governor Ron DeSantis is looking at a mid-decade redistricting plan. Now, the Democrats are already screaming, oh, how can they do that? A mid-district. You heard Jeffries on a video I did a couple days ago saying, how could they even think of doing it? They did the same thing under Obama. Now this could expand the current 20-8 Republican advantage even further in Florida. Some Democrat-held districts in South Florida, like the one held by Debbie Wasserman Schultz, that, I'll be kind, could be in danger. Think about that. They could get rid of one of the biggest conniving crooks they ever had. Now you start to see the strategy. Quiet, methodical, devastating. When you add it all up, Republicans are positioned to gain anywhere from 8 to 12 House seats, just from redistricting alone. If that happens, Republicans would enter the 2026 midterms with the baseline of 217 seats, guys. Think about that. You only need 218 for the majority. That means they just have to win 1 swing seat out of like 40 or 50 that are up for grabs. It's going to happen. You know it. It's basically game over for Democrats, and it'll be for a long time, especially when America woke up to all the evil things that they did over the years. So now, naturally, Democrats are throwing fits. Gavin Newsom is threatening to redraw maps in California. He has a real problem with that. His state's own laws won't let him. California Democrats are trapped by their own redistricting laws and commissions. They got to go through commissions in order to do redistricting. And the commissions aren't going to let them do it. Same thing in New York. They did the same thing. They boxed themselves in with so-called fairness rules. And now they can't touch anything. They painted themselves into a corner. Meanwhile, Jasmine Crockett is screaming about race. What else does she scream about? She says the Republicans are trying to silence people of color. Her words, not mine. But here's where it gets really ironic. For decades, people like Crockett have been the biggest beneficiaries of race-based gerrymandering. They've created districts built entirely around race so that they could stay in power. Now the Supreme Court is stepping in. Last Friday, they made it clear that they are ready to kill race-based redistricting. Why not? It's racist. If that happens, Democrats could lose about 20 congressional seats practically overnight. And Crockett would be one of them. For years, Democrats used race as a political weapon. We all know it. They drew maps to divide Americans by skin color and guaranteed wins for themselves. They rigged the system. Trump's always right about that. Now the Supreme Court is preparing to call that unconstitutional because it is. People in the Louisiana v. Clay case argued that their 14th and 15th Amendment rights were being violated by race-based gerrymandering. Their entire case rested on one clear thing, that this was nothing more than race-based gerrymandering. Because it was. And the Supreme Court is about to rule on Clay that will shut down another case called the Gingles case, which came out of the Voting Rights Act from 1965, but that Gingles case was ruled in 1986. That's what allowed them to start abusing the Voting Rights Act by creating race-based gerrymandering. When Gingles goes away, no more race-based gerrymandering for the Democrats. It's just that simple. And guys, if that news wasn't bad enough for the Democrats, I mean, think about it. More working-class, non-white voters are supporting Trump and the Republicans more than ever before. This is what winning looks like. So while the Democrats, like Jasmine Crockett, are throwing temper tantrums, calling everything racist and yelling about cheating, Republicans are quietly changing the game. They're winning. So let's think about it. Think about how many seats the Republicans will flip in the red state redistricting wave. I'm hearing numbers like it could be higher than 12. I'm hearing that if all goes well for the Republicans, think about it. They could be starting a new session after the midterms with 230 seats. Thanks to the strategy that the Republicans are employing right now in red states. They're not even touching blue states. They can't. They're doing it in red states. Democrats want to do the same thing, but they virtue signaled themselves into a corner with special commissions that they have to get passed in order to redistrict their states. This isn't just strategy, guys. It's survival. And the GOP is the fittest. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.